I'm James Fife with RP Visual Solutions, and today we're going to go over the installation of the Wallmate 16B in-wall flat panel mount solution. The system itself would be capable of mounting 125 pounds and fits easily within two 16-inch studs. It doesn't require any blocking, it just goes directly into the studs via 8 holes, 4 on each side. Before I install this box, I know that I'm going to have a 1-inch conduit in the top right and a single gang in the bottom left. So we're just going ahead and knock those out right now before we start the installation. So now that I've knocked out the knockouts into the box and I've kind of rough put it into here, and I've got the conduit to stub through, what I'm going to do is actually mount the box itself into the wall. I got wood studs in this particular building, so what we're going to do is actually just install into the wood and make sure you use all 8 holes. So once you have the box secure in the wall and you've roughed in your power and got that kind of put in, the next stage is to actually take and put on your trim. So I'm going to put the trim into the side of the box using the included screws that come with the system. And then just put the trim up and use the holes that are in the box, and you're all good. Once all your trim is installed and complete, the next step is to back the screws out on all 4 corners where the xarm are going to mount by about 1/4 inch, because the xarm itself is a drop and hang style system, so you need the space behind the head of the bolts so you can actually get it to drop in. That's that. So once you have the screws loosened in the back box, you can just take the xarm, put it in the wrapping, nice and closed and safe, and put it onto the bolts. Once it's in, you can just cut off the packaging material and then you can open it. Once you have it hanging there temporarily, what you're going to do is open up the xarm, and you're going to use the screwdriver or an Allen key or something like that and put it through the hole in the xarm so that it creates a physical lock, so it's safe, it doesn't collapse in your hands, and you can tighten all 4 of the bolts on the xarm. Start with the top 2. Get it so it's just a little bit snug. Make sure the xarm itself is seated and it's not out of place in any way. Then continue with the bottom 2. Okay. Check to make sure it's operating properly, and if there's no binding or grinding or anything like that, because it's not, if it was off center, then you can go and finish tightening down all 4 of the bolts. You want to hit the bolts more than 9 foot-pounds and up to 12 foot-pounds. Once the xarm is all in place, then you can leave this until you're ready for your display mount system to go on the front. In this case, we're going to put on the universal mount system on, which is a drop and hang for the top and a bolt in for the bottom, and then you can hang your verticals onto your display and put your display on. So I'll put on the horizontal bars now. The top one was drop and hang. The bottom one, put a nut into the same hole as you're going to use. So you have your bolt in place and have your nut in your hand, and you can just put it in, temporarily put it through there, and use your fingers to start the thread. And then you can put the other one on the other side. Put it through on the other side, and get the other side bolted up too. At this point, you're just getting it loose on there, and then you use some tools to finish up tightening up all these bolts. I'll do that now, and we'll be right back. Once you have all of your bolts for your 4 holders onto the xarm tightened, you can take your 2 vertical bars. They come with the locks on them, so make sure that you do take the locks off, otherwise you won't be able to have it drop and hang on, and you can just hang each one of them onto the system. Once you hang your vertical bars, you'd be putting on your locks for your universal lock and or putting your display on before you put them on. In this case, we're just trying to show you the video. But that's how you put a Wallmate 16B, a Wallmate 32B, or a Wallmate 32 Max B into the wall and actually get it installed. I'm James Fife with RP Visual Solutions. Thank you for watching.